Good afternoon, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your second and final video blog of the day for Sunday, January 3rd, 2016, around 4:19 in the afternoon in Boston, Massachusetts. It was a sunny day out today. Average temperatures. Sun's going down. Tomorrow it's going to be real chilly, and Tuesdays the bottom's going to drop out in the 20s, but a warming trend again later on this week. 40. Some news to report. Miami Dolphins beat the New England Patriots by a score of 20-10 in the season finale. In Miami, Patriots finished 12-4. They have to let if Denver loses to get the #1 seed. The Texans are AFC South Division champions, and the Pittsburgh Steelers clinched the final playoff spot in the AFC. The Jets are gone from the playoffs. They lost to the Bills. And that's about it on the news. My second and final video blog subject of the day is about former NFL cornerback and longtime sports announcer, the late great Tom Brookshier. Tom played 7 seasons in the NFL, but he's known as being a sports announcer, mainly for his time at CBS Sports for over 20 years, being part of the NFL coverage as a colorman and eventually a play-by-play announcer. Tom was born and he grew up in Roswell, New Mexico, and he played sports as a youngster. He was in high school. He played baseball, basketball, and football, and he was an all-state star in all 3 sports, which is pretty amazing and stuff. And then he went to Colorado for 3 years. He played for the football team, and he won great awards for the football team. Plus, he was a relief pitcher for the Colorado baseball team. He was a good athlete. And the Eagles drafted him in the 10th round of the 1953 NFL draft, the 117th overall pick. And he spent 7 seasons in the NFL, all with the Eagles. He played 1953, and he missed 1954 and 1955 to serve in the U.S. Air Force, serving the country, which was pretty good of him, Tom serving the country. And afterwards, he played from 1955 through 1961. And he made the Pro Bowl 2 times. And he was a great cornerback. And he played on the Eagles' 1960 championship team. That was the last time the Philadelphia Eagles won an NFL championship. And his career ended in 1961 when he broke his leg, and he decided to call it a career. He had decent stats. He had 20 interceptions and 8 fumble recoveries. And his number 40 was retired by the Philadelphia Eagles, one of only 7 players in the history of the Eagles to have his number retired at this time. And after he retired, he became a sportscaster. He stayed in Philadelphia, working for WCAU Channel 10 for many years as a sports caster, reporter, and eventually became sports director of WCAU. And then in 1965, Tom joined CBS Sports. At first, he worked regional games of NFL games as a colorman, and eventually, when they had the NFL championship games and the Super Bowl, Tom was a kind of a sideline reporter. He did that for many Super Bowls and stuff. And for about 9 years, he co-hosted This Week in Pro Football with Pat Summerall that ran from 1969 through 1978, and it was a real popular show. Eventually, Tom continued to go up the ranks of CBS Sports. He eventually became the #1 color man on broadcast for CBS NFL coverage. His partner was Pat Summerall, and Pat Summerall and Tom Brookshier called many Super Bowls and NFC title games together. They had great on-air chemistry. It was so amazing and stuff. They were split up after the 1981 season. There was rumors that both of them, every time they would do play-by-play and stuff, they would get drunk afterwards. Pat was known to drink a lot, but like Tom wasn't that much of a drinker, but they split them up. And eventually Tom became play-by-play announcer for regional games for the NFL, and he also hosted the CBS Sports Spectacular and stuff like that. Tom was a play-by-play announcer for NFL regional games from 1981 through 1987. He made some bad remarks that got him into a little hot water in 1983 when he said comments about the University of Louisville basketball team, that they had an IQ of 40. That got him in a lot of hot water. Like the chancellor of the University of Louisiana thought that was a little bit racist and stuff. And Tom eventually got suspended by CBS Sports, but he eventually apologized and got reinstated and stuff. In 1988, Tom left CBS Sports to return to Philadelphia. He became a talk show host on sports radio WIP. He did that for a few years, and afterwards Tom left sportscasting and to become a consultant for C.B. Richard Ellis, which was a real estate firm and stuff. And Tom did that for the rest of his life and stuff. He passed away in 2010 at the age of 79. He was a very, very good broadcaster and stuff, and he has not been recognized yet for his broadcasting excellence. Maybe one of these days he'll get the Pete Rozelle Award for broadcasting excellence for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Posthumously, he and Pat Summerall were probably one of the best play-by-play and color man teams of all time for pro football, surpassed by Pat Summerall and John Madden. Some people called Tom Brookshire Madden before Madden, and yeah, you could agree on that and disagree on that, but he was a good color man, and that's about it on him, and that's about it on these video blogs. Tomorrow you'll get the customary 3. One will be about the Megaplex proposal for South Boston in the 1990s. They were going to put a Red Sox stadium and a Patriots stadium together in South Boston. Second video blog of the day will be about what happened on January 4th, 1999 in the world of professional wrestling for WWE Raw and WCW Monday Nitro. And the third and final video blog of the night will be the personality profile, which will be about former NBA player and coach Maurice Cheeks. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Button guy. Molly Rosenblatt of WCCO rocks and has nice legs. And Elizabeth Hart is so stunning. And in the words of Bob Redding, former executive director of the Boys and Girls Club, Greg Belica, go find something to do. Bye now. What?